All my life, I've always dreamed of being in the big leagues. Ever since recess ball at 6 years old, ever since wiffle ball in the backyard at 8, ever since little leagues at 10. The goal has always and will always be the majors. I know I have what it takes to grind every day with no days off. I'm Thomas Martelli and this is my journey.
Hi, I'm Henry Berkowitz, and I'm here with ace starter and hitter for SYO, Thomas Martelli. Thomas, thank you so much for coming here and being here today.
Happy to be here.
Everyone starts their baseball journey differently. What inspired you to first start playing the game of baseball?
At a young age, my grandpa and my dad introduced me to the game. They're huge Yankee fans. My dad played 4 years of college baseball at the University of Fordham and played 2 years in minor leagues with the Blue Jays.
How has your experience playing on varsity since sophomore year changed your perspective on the game?
Being a sophomore in varsity, I know nothing's handed to me, and that's going to be the same way when I move on to the next level, that no one's handed. I still need to prove every day that I'm right for the spot.
Was there a memorable moment last year, maybe in a game or a different time of your career, maybe when you were younger or particularly JV, middle school, anything that really stood out to you and changed the way you viewed the game and has really stuck with you since?
Last year, I fired a 7-inning shutout versus Sixville, and then the following week, another 7 scoreless innings in the playoff game against Farmingdale, so I'll always remember that.
So what are some of the toughest obstacles you've had to overcome throughout your journey, whether it could be off the field, on the field, anything that has influenced your journey and allowed you to become who you are today?
I'd say definitely my arm pain throughout the years, because I've always been pitching and playing the field, so I feel like I've been overused at times. And just recently I've found ways to keep my arm healthy throughout all that. So. Is
there anything that you've learned over the years that you would tell your younger self that you might have changed the way you viewed the game back then?
100%. I'd tell him to always keep his head up, because it's success is not a straight line. There's ups and downs, it's like a roller coaster. So always keep your head up, keep going. What
type of player would you like to be remembered by your teammates, coaches, and anybody affiliated with SYO baseball?
I just want to be looked at as a leader. On and off the field, the way I play, the way I carry myself, so I just want to be remembered as a leader. Thank
you, Thomas, for your time today, and good luck this season.
Got you.
Every starting pitcher needs someone to learn from. So here's SYO Varsity Baseball head coach, Mr. Morit, on what it's like to coach Thomas Martelli.
Tommy's a really good baseball player. One of the things that stood out was his ability to play multiple positions, including pitcher. As an infielder, I know he's experienced playing outfield, but he's just a really versatile baseball player. And he can get the job done at the plate. So it's an awesome tool to have for us, someone who can do all those different jobs. He's one of the hardest workers in the program, and that's what you want from your best players, to be the hardest workers. He's also a multi-sport athlete, which is something we really highly value. He shows up when it's time to play. He crosses that parking lot out to the field. It's all business, but he does that in the weight room. He does that when he's in basketball season, and he does that for us during baseball season.
As every team needs their ace, every ace needs their catcher. Here is SYO's starting catcher, Stephen Klein, on what it's like to play alongside Thomas Martelli.
Usually as a junior, there's not much leadership usually, but for him, there's a huge amount of leadership there. He's the ace of our starting staff. Hitting, he bats fourth almost every game so far, and people look up to him, especially the juniors and the sophomores. Now they look up to him as a semi-captain role, but definitely next year he'll be up there in the captain role 100%. Pitching, even when he has a tough start up there, he's always getting up, cheering on his teammates. And when he does pitch, he's absolutely lights out. His hitting, he can hit for power, contact. He just hit the walk-off recently against Port Washington, which was a huge game for us. And he's always contributing, whether it's on the mound or hitting. So he's a big part of the team for us.
Now on to Thomas's most memorable moment of his junior season.
No, you got that one!